customizing your tech is your thing, you're gonna wanna see this, because this new 65% keyboard has this many different build options. Today I'm checking out the Zoom65, the third official version to be exact. And if you're not familiar with Meletrix by now, I'd recommend you check out some of my previous videos, because you're in for a world of surprise when it comes to custom keyboards. The 65% layout has certainly grown on me, and I think it might officially wear the crown now. But let's see why I feel that way. Could it be because of this board? Let's find out. The new version of the Zoom65, the V3, is special because of a number of things. One of them being the massive number of color choices, the plate choices, module choices, and this time, I think this may be the reigning king for the board with the most options for mounting styles all included in one. So the V3 boasts a number of 7 mounting options, including leaf spring, non-load bearing springs, split O-ring, magnetic levitation mounting, which I'm very curious about, silica gels, top mounting, and a floating pogo pin. On top of that, the board has 2 of the best innovations of recent times for keyboards, and the screwless ball catch mechanism paired along with the magnetic PCB and USB daughter board connectors. And those two together save us all years of our lives building and customizing our boards. Another way to save yourself some time, well, at least when it comes to finding the latest and greatest in tech and mechanical keyboards, is just by hitting that subscribe button for more videos like this. But let's talk about the Zoom65, the V3 version. Now let's officially get this guy, or girl, open and check out everything that comes in the box. Side note, we'll also be checking out some of Wuque Studios' creamy charcoal PVD keycaps, and Wuque Studios continues to provide great quality when it comes to these. But they're not included with every board purchase, just as a heads up. We also have a first look at the new Wuque stupid stabilizers. They're not stupid, but that's just kind of what they're called. But speaking from Zeke from the future, bro, these are literally some of the best stabs ever created. And I'm not just saying that, bro. And this isn't even the final version of these, but more on that later. Returning from the past Zoom boards like the Zoom75, we've got our beloved module system with the badge, knob, dots, telescope logo, one key, and of course, the LCD screen. But when it comes to talking about the amount of mounting styles included in this board, it's truly the most intriguing thing I've just about ever seen when it comes to keyboards. I'm likely never gonna actually be able to thoroughly try all these out, but I really enjoyed the maglev, which kind of uses the negative charge of the magnets to repel the plate from the bottom case, causing it to kind of float. So when you push down on it, it flexes in its own way. I don't know how to explain it, but you just gotta see it for yourself. But coming from me, it's one of my favorite ways to build this board so far. Meletrix is really awesome for this because it makes the build process way more fun in this way. It's too many options. Pads on the body, I'm John Stockton. Nah. So my plate is POM, and my PCB is a tri-mode one with all the flex cuts, which, spoiler, doesn't actually end up being that much of an issue after all in this board. More on that in a little bit as well. But the design of the keyboard case is very familiar from the Zoom lineup, with the somewhat reversed block on a wedge side profile, but there is a very cool addition called the tail lights on select versions. I personally have a pretty standard version here, in milky green with the silver chamfers. A very nice touch, by the way. Matching backplate and a rose gold badge. Now, of course, we got our pack of foam, which I'll utilize in multiple sound tests in just a moment. But after that, I'll give you guys my thoughts and info on pricing and the group buy. Stay tuned. The Zoom65 V3 is a solid board, man, and by that I mean it's awesome. From the finish on the E-coating with the chamfer on most colors, to the amazing sound characteristics of each configuration. I was impressed by the sound with no foam, even with the flex cuts on the PCB. I found that it sounded very full and even had its own little unique sound to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it did not sound thin or any of that. For an entry-level board, like, we're talking kind of premium at this level, man. Now, I can only speak on the board concerning my switches that I used, which in this case was the Bolsa or Anya. It's this very smooth linear switch. Stepping back around to the stabilizers. Dude, I didn't even want to tell you guys until now, but in every sound test, those stabs were not lubed at all. Like, at all. Whatever engineering they've crafted into these new Wuque stupid stabilizers, I never wanted to go away and I'm never going back because I've always had a thing against lubing stabilizers. I mean, I love it when they're lubed because they sound much better, but like these, I never had to pull out a brush and they sound like this. Like, what is going on here? So whenever these drop, I don't know if they're out now, but man, I'm probably gonna grab a couple of these. I'm not gonna lie, but maybe you shouldn't. Make sure you don't sell them out on me. I'm gonna be a little set. But if you're interested in the Zoom65 V3, the group buy begins on June 18th, and the board starts at around $180. It can go up from there, but it just depends on your customization. So this video itself isn't sponsored, but I did receive this keyboard for a review, and I will have a link in the description to the sales page for purchase and for more info too. 65% gang, stand up. If your favorite layout is 65, or even if it's not, let me know what it is down in the comments below. I appreciate you all for checking out the video, and there's always more where that came from. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.